Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of The X-Files. We're on to episode 8 of season 7. Not an awful lot really to add to the last episode, so we're just going to carry straight on. Before I do, if you are enjoying the trip down memory lane with The X-Files, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll get straight on with episode 8.
This will be my greatest show ever.
Right on.
Okay.
That ain't old school. That's decrepit.
Young man, shall I come heckle you on your job?
Ass. I mean,
With
you
no
look
other
completely real.
illusions. How would he do that?
Oh, yeah, right. Imagine. Mr. Maleeni.
Okay, didn't work too well. His head fell off.
Like you said, Mulder, neat trick.
Stop buying it.
But I'd guess this event was completely removed from the subsequent murder. Why are you talking like Tony Randall?
Know that the amazing Maleeni was alive one moment and expired the next. Know also that no one saw his fleeing attacker nor heard the dying man's cry.
Sounds like David Copperfield.
Can I see that camcorder again? Thank you.
I mean, usually...
That's decrepit. Show me something.
Who's a heckler?
Let's just stop it there. Usually, if it's some really magnificent trick like making somebody's head spin round or making like a truck disappear or an elephant disappear or whatever it may be, it's done in a closed, staged, secure soundstage environment with an indoor audience, all of that, because there's trickery involved. This guy was just stood on a little plinth on a pier.
Show me something.
I don't know.
Something interfered with the camera.
Neat trick, huh?
Hang on a second, let me see this.
Yeah, what's that?
What, you think he's a murderer?
Well, it's worth checking out, don't you think?
That'd be a neat trick in itself. You never see his face.
But observe his discarded soda cup. The hand may be quicker than the eye, but it still leaves fingerprints.
You attended a magic show, the amazing Maleeni?
He's a magician.
Yeah, he sucks. Why?
Why was he so cruel
Under
then?
extremely suspicious circumstances.
Man, that was performance art, and besides, it's ancient history. What are you saying? You think I killed him?
Well, you're on videotape heckling the deceased.
He does some tired crap that wouldn't cut it at a kid's birthday party.
What about the trick where he turns his head completely around?
Yeah, what about that?
Check it out.
That's just you dislocating your shoulder.
Energy's far beyond our mere mortal understanding.
Well, first of all, and sorry to disappoint you, but Mr. Maleeni's head didn't just magically fall off. Very slow
Why is
and
there no
exacting
blood?
work, probably with a fine-tooth meat saw. As far as I can tell, this man died of advanced coronary disease.
Natural
What?
causes.
Yeah. Because as far as I can tell, this body has been dead for over a month.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Let me get my head around this. This doesn't make sense. The dude's died of coronary heart failure, so he's had a heart attack. And he's died about a month ago. After the fact, post-death, someone's accurately sawn his head off. Whilst his body was frozen, hence there's no blood and no trace of it, stuck his head back on with whatever the spirit glue is, never heard of that, and left the body there for you to find. So, if that's the case, the only way that could possibly make any sense whatsoever is if he's got a lookalike. And while the guy went and got his money, he went in the back of the van, placed his body there for the head to fall off, and whoever the perpetrator was left the scene. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
My name's Labange. I did time with you about 8 years ago.
Oh.
You were in for bank robbery.
The name doesn't mean anything. Pinchbeck?
He's dead.
Yeah, I saw in the paper. Something about his head fell off.
So,
What's it to you?
I'm the guy that made his head fall off. How would you like to get back what you're owed? Times 10.
200,000. How?
Helping me.
Do what?
Magic.
Even if I am still trying to work it out.
I'm looking for Mr. Albert Pinchbeck.
He's the gentleman right over there.
You look familiar to you, Scully?
Don't tell me.
He certainly does.
He's faked his own death.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs.
Pulled your neck, have you?
Mulder and Scully, FBI.
Do you know magic, Mr. Pinchbeck?
Yes, I do. Back in the 70s, my brother and I performed together. We didn't talk much after I quit the act.
I have a theory, Mr. Pinchbeck, and I'm going to tell you how it goes. I think that your brother Herman died of heart disease, having never made it as the world's greatest magician, and I think that hurt you. One last act for which he'd always be remembered. One last act that would end with such a shock, such a denouement as would be forever remembered in the annals of magic.
I so wish that were true.
It's a good theory. Oh, hang on a minute. Don't tell me.
It was a very bad car accident in
I
Mexico.
gathered.
Maleeni wasn't murdered.
It would seem not.
So someone impersonated him and his crappy act.
Yes.
I'd say the twin brother did it, but I don't think he's any better a magician than Maleeni was. A good makeup job and the right wig.
Yeah.
No one would know the difference.
Yeah, that's
Not even you, I guess.
what I was
I had a
originally
couple
going
of jello
with.
shots in me. From its secret hiding place.
Which would be?
Underneath the floor.
No.
You said that the amazing Maleeni had some gambling debts?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Check this out. Looks like a marker, $20,000, Pinchbeck.
Thank you, Mr. Pinchbeck. If you could sign here for me.
With pleasure.
Take a look.
That's probably not a good idea.
Hello, may I help you?
Damn, you look just like him.
I'm sorry?
You're no good Malapaga brother.
Not according to
I
him.
said, you're gonna make good. Because me and my friends, we know where you live.
That sound like the rear diff? Pull over.
I think this is all about money. Wait, what the guys for?
You!
In the snooker hole?
In the truck! Get up where I can see you! Get out! Mister, get out! I shot him 4 times! I don't understand.
Well, shit. I'm loving this.
I don't know where you got that.
It's interesting. Yours are the only fingerprints on it.
We ran it through the California Criminal History Database.
So Pinchbeck owed me money. It was a friendly game of poker.
Yeah.
Very friendly. $20,000 friendly.
What is it you think I did to Pinchbeck? Huh? What's in it for me? If I kill him, he ain't gonna pay me. And he sure as hell couldn't play worth a damn.
Don't leave town, Mr. Alvarez.
Yeah, that's a valid point. Who the hell plays a card game? He says he didn't know he was a magician. You should have been took to the fucking cleaners. He should have completely hustled you. Yet he ended up losing. How does that work?
I want to report a man with a gun. He's threatening to kill somebody.
Please speak up.
No, I can't speak up. No, I can't.
Hello?
Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry?
You try to frame me.
Agents. An unexpected surprise. Good afternoon.
Hey, let's take a little spin, shall we?
Are the legs not... I don't know.
Or should I say, the amazing Maleeni?
Mulder?
He's got legs, all right.
Trick, Scully. Voila.
Had you fooled. But I owe a lot of money that I can't possibly pay back.
So why'd you play poker with him?
He runs a good game.
How did you
I
lose?
gamble to supplement my income. God knows magic barely pays.
What does any of this have to do with your twin brother being found decapitated at the Santa Monica Pier?
Yeah, that.
It was an opportunity to vanish, to become someone else. Like I said, I'm not proud of what I did. Then the bank received word that I'd been in a terrible accident. It gave me plenty of time away from work.
You, still haven't explained why you left your brother's body at the pier or why you arranged to have his head fall off.
And how you did it.
He explained it.
That was your last performance.
What's this for?
Well, you're under arrest.
I still think you got a few tricks up your sleeve. What about this? Could
It's
you
gotta
remove
be
the funds
money. It's
electronically?
got to be.
Well, he didn't have security clearance for EFTs, electronic fund transfers.
Maybe he got around the security. Can we check the withdrawal records?
If I call up a transaction list for this terminal... No, everything's in order. No money was taken, no suspects were caught.
Yeah, well, Mr. Pinchbeck was the employee who
Sure.
signed out the truck.
Are you sure?
He knew the schedule.
We're almost at the end of this episode and I still don't understand. I still don't get it.
Paul, I'm putting Mr. Pinchbeck in 6. Right?
We're too clever to leave clues. Except for the ones they want us to find.
Excuse me, can I show you something? No, they all mysteriously went blank from about 3 a.m. to 3:20, but that's not what we wanted you to see.
There you
Cece
go.
Alvarez,
Setting Alvarez
convicted
up.
bank robber.
You recognize this man?
Yeah, who is he to you?
I know those tattoos.
I mean, you can't just come busting in here, okay? I got
You go away
rights.
for the
I'm gonna call
robbery.
my lawyer, and then we're gonna see what's
He don't
what.
owe you any money.
There's nothing back there.
This is harassment, man.
I think Mulder's got it. It's in the rooftops. Bang to rights.
Saving up for a rainy day?
How are you going to get out of that? Nice
Good morning,
work.
gentlemen. Sleep well?
Agent Mulder? Agent Scully?
Bravo.
This morning, that entire amount was found in the possession of Mr. Sissy Alvarez.
Wow.
Yeah, he's up a creek.
Yeah, he is.
Just like you two want him. I think that your twin brother, Albert, died of a heart attack, at which point you and your young protege saw a golden opportunity. You wanted revenge against the man who made your life in prison a living hell.
I had time with you about 8 years ago.
It was a setup from the start.
both
You played
hated
poker
him.
with him, and you made sure that you lost big in order to implicate him.
Yeah, that was you in the armored car, disguised as
Yep.
Alvarez. Somehow Mr. Pinchbeck got a hold of the guard's gun and switched the clip.
Don't you think we have pretty good alibis?
You have great alibis. You
Yeah.
have the best alibis in the world, which is why I think you two got arrested in the first place.
Scrambled eggs and sausage. That would be the world's greatest trick, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
One that would be forever remembered in the annals of magic. The amazing Maleeni's wallet.
You picked his pocket?
No, I pilfered it from the evidence room to prevent them from completing their final act of prestidigitation.
We were the last piece of the puzzle.
Yes, framing Alvarez was just another misdirection. This trick was about EFTs, electronic funds transfers. Specifically, my badge number and my thumbprint. But they can't do it without this. Pick a card, Scully. Any card.
How the amazing Maleeni was able to turn his head completely around.
I don't know that.
No, I don't know
I do.
that either.
I'll show you. Observe. Magic.
No, seriously, Scully, how'd you do it?
That was a fucking trippy one. That was excellent. Oh, man. Okay, episode 8. What the heck do I add to that? It was entertaining, funny, tongue-in-cheek kind of episode that we get from the X-Files every so often. Sometimes we get a few in a row. Sometimes you just get the odd one dotted in the middle of a season. None of it could be worked out and made sense of because it was all about magicians and misdirection. But I got a few little things along the way, like him dropping that stub in the van and Maleeni doing something to the guy's gun, so he swapped the clip out. I mean, I didn't actually mention it in commentary once it happened because I said, what's he done to his gun? Did he do anything or not? And then when he shot him, I was like, no, he didn't. And then when he ran off and we saw him round the corner, I knew he changed it with blanks. I didn't say it. So I got 2 or 3 pointers of it. I still don't know how the hell they did the head trick. No one does. And a spectacular bowing out from the pair of them, or in particular him. The other guy's probably going to carry on. But mainly because of this thug making one guy's life hell in prison and the other guy's life hell because he owed him money, and he didn't even feel as though he should cheat, even though he'd been more than capable of doing so at bets, which is why he ended up in so much debt with him. I mean, it's one thing to get to cheat and get caught cheating, but from a magician's point of view, would you ever get caught? Because that's the whole point of it. It's still a good episode though. We've not really had anything remotely similar to that. And it wasn't really an X-File, was it? Not really. The only X-File kind of thing to it was how somehow he spun his head round. His brother dying was just natural. There was no murder involved. All there was, like I said, was a magician's version of a long con. They both sat down together and worked out how they were going to reframe this guy to go back to prison for probably 20 years at least for stealing 1.8 million. But Mulder figuring out what the last play was going to be, we never got to see whether that's what they were really trying to do, but it's how he'd interpreted what they were going to do last with the electronic fund transfer, but not without the thumbprint on the card and not without his badge. So are they left short not making any money out of it? Or was that just Mulder anticipating what their next move might still be? I don't know. Either way, brilliant episode. Absolutely loved it. I can't wait for the next one. Right, if you do want to watch the full-length episode, I'm sure you know by now. All you need to do is check the links in the description. And if you've not already subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it if you do this down here. Give it a quick sub if you're enjoying these episodes. Bit of a trip down memory lane. We'll be back with 2 more episodes very shortly. Until then, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I do. Don't be trying that hand trick thing, right? Yeah. Don't be blaming me because you've watched that. See you for the next one. Take care.